version.
On September 9th, 1998, a 6-pound baby named Ashley Antoinette Amidei was born at Park Ridge Hospital.
I'm feeling it. Ooh, yeah. Come to me quick. I just wanna go where love is alive.
Growing up, I was the happiest baby. Rarely did you ever hear me cry. You could always find a smile on my face.
I really don't have to prove it. I'm afraid there's no way to lose it. Oh, I just wanna go where love is alive. So I'm gonna do that. I just wanna go where love is alive. I just wanna go where love is alive. All of the chaos surrenders, changing the currents and tide. The water can keep getting deeper, 'cause I'll be right here staying dry.
This is my mom, Nancy Amidei. She's the most outgoing person I have ever met. She will literally make friends with anyone she comes across.
Just wanna go where love is alive. Love is alive. Love is alive. Just wanna go where love is alive. Love is alive.
Although we don't get along most of the time, I know she will always be there for me no matter what. She has tried her best to be the best mom she can, and even though our relationship has dwindled throughout the years, I appreciate every moment I'm with her and how hard she's trying to improve our relationship. My love for her is endless.
Go where love is alive. Love is alive. Love is alive. I really don't have to prove it. I'm afraid there's no way to lose it.
This is my dad, Joe Amidei. He is the most caring and kind-hearted person I have ever known. He always puts his family before anything, and I have never known anyone more selfless than him.
So I'm gonna do that. Ooh, yeah. I'm feeling it. Ooh, yeah.
Growing up, I was always a daddy's girl, and I did everything with him. These past few years, I've put him through hell and back, and he still stands by my side and still supports me through everything I do. My dad is truly my biggest inspiration, and there are no words to describe how grateful I am for him.
Love is alive. Just wanna go where love is alive. Love is alive. Love is alive.
My sisters. I have never known people who fight more than us. Any event we attend in public, there's always a screaming match. All in all, though, I know my sisters will always be there for me through thick and thin. My oldest sister is 5 years older than me, but we are the same person, overly sensitive and stubborn. My middle sister, on the other hand, is 2 years older and the more sensible one. They have always taught me to do what makes me happy and made sure I love myself. Their pain was my pain, and my pain was their enjoyment. But nonetheless, I don't know where I would be without them. I've never loved anything more than my family. They taught me to have endless love for anyone and everyone and let people in with open arms. At the end of the day, family is all you have, and I know their door is always open. Through my toddler years, I had lived in a small cul-de-sac in Grays Lake. Our neighbors and my family were all one big happy family. Most of the kids were my age, and we all grew up together as best friends. But my summer, going into 2nd grade, we decided to move to a bigger house in Gurney, which a month later then, we moved to a small island at the bottom of Asia called Singapore. Although it was the hardest transition I've ever faced and I missed my Grays Lake family dearly, I had to make the most out of this 45-mile-long island that was going to be my home for the next 2 years. It was the best 2 years of my life. My best friend was this girl named Melissa, and together we blossomed into social butterflies. We created close bonds with everyone around us. I learned the true definition of diversity and still talk to some of the people I met then. During our lives in Singapore, my dad took advantage of our location and began booking as many vacations as he could. We had traveled so many places that I eventually lost track. The variety of cultures that I had experienced had broadened my perspective on the world I knew, and although I was so young, I tried my best to take in as much as I could at any given moment. Visiting third world countries really snaps you into reality, and I will forever be grateful for the life that I live. The nature and culture that I had encountered is truly something that I will never ever forget in my lifetime. This was the beginning for my love for this earth, and since then it has only grown. It has made me appreciate the delicate world we live on and how important it is to take care of it. I will forever be grateful for the opportunity I was given. These were some of the happiest moments of my life. But sadly, all happy things must come to an end eventually. January of my 6th grade, 2 years after we came back from Singapore, my parents announced their separation. It was a heartbreak I've never gotten over still. For the next 2 years, my mom would go in and out of my life. At one point, she lived an hour away for a month. I felt as though I didn't have a mom for 2 years. It was my dad who stepped up, and from then on, he took on the role as both parents. He raised 3 teenage girls all by himself, and I will never be able to tell him how thankful I am. For the last couple years, my mom has tried her best to come back into our lives. Fast forward to August last year, she had moved out and our relationship had been crushed. I had blamed everything on her and we wouldn't talk for weeks. But today we are still continuing to work on a relationship, and I'm thankful that we are talking again. Although that was one of the hardest times in my life, it was my friends who kept me going. I've had some amazing friends throughout my years, and I will forever be grateful for all of them. Even though some have come and gone, some have come back, and some live 2,000 miles away, every single person that has appeared in my life has taught me something. I've learned and grown from my experiences and continue to grow today. They have taught me how to live my life to the fullest and enjoy every single moment of every single day. I love every single one of my friends from the bottom of my heart, and I would not trade them for the world. It's going to be so hard to leave them in the fall, but I know they'll just be a call away.
What do you do when your heart starts racing and your mind don't control?
You're gonna die! Live it up!
While you're here, then you know you'll be just fine. For you know it, you're intoxicated.
I'm so happy to end my high school career with the best friends I have today, and I can honestly say they are my family. Thank you all for everything you've done for me.
Can't wait to press rewind. And I guess it's just how it goes. And I hope I'm not alone, 'cause I think I'm falling in love. I think I'm falling in love. I think I'm falling in love. I guess I'm falling in love. I think I'm falling in love. I must be falling in love. What do you do when you can't be patient? 'Cause your mind and your heart can't keep that pace. Always happens when you least expect it. Takes you over and it knocks you on your face. And it gets deeper as you flip the pages. Same story, but it's told in a different way. It's been a journey, but you're glad you made it. Call it home and you pray that you're here to stay. I guess it's just how it goes. And I hope I'm not alone, 'cause I think I'm falling in love. I think I'm falling in love. I think I'm falling in love.
This coming fall, I will be attending University of South Carolina with a major in chemistry and a minor in environmental science. I'm so excited to start a new chapter in my life, and I cannot wait. If there's one thing I hope you can take away from my nutshell, it's to enjoy life for what it is. My high school career was about finding out who I am and meeting people that changed my life, not the drinking and partying. That's not what life is about. It's about creating a story that you can look back at, laugh at, cry at, and smile at. So I'm going to tell you right now, fall in love with life. Let it consume you in every aspect. Live for yourself and let yourself be free. Because after all, life is what you make of it, and we only have one life to live. I'm Ashley Antoinette Amidei, and this is my life in a nutshell.